This is a story like no other that you will ever hear. This small baby girl was born whole, but was not allowed to remain safe for very long because at the age of 2, Trudy Chase was brutally raped by her stepfather and was continually abused until she ran away at the age of 16. Trudy Chase dealt with her pain by splitting into several different personalities. Eventually, all of those personalities, which has been documented, totaled 92 distinct people living within one mind. Trudy Chase underwent years of therapy, and most of that therapy was videotaped because Trudy says that she wanted others to someday be able to understand that they are not alone in their abuse, and that is why we are doing this show. When did you realize you were not living alone with who you thought you were?
You woke up one morning and in the bedroom, it was all gritty and gray, and you looked around and they were all there. Except the mind is so kind to you, it gave you the impression of there being only 7. And as we went on in therapy and you realized that the number was growing, you said, boy, I must really be crazy. You know, I've got to be a Looney Tune. But there was Dr. Phillips, and thank God he said, this is normal for you. You are, no, excuse me, you are normal within your frame of reference.
That interview was especially difficult for me because it was around that time that I was just beginning to deal with my own childhood abuse, and Trudy inspired so many victims of sexual abuse to break their silence. In 2010, the year Trudy died, we met Erin, who says that Trudy gave her the courage to speak out and confront her abuser.
I was sexually abused from 6 to 8 by someone I loved and trusted. From 11 to 13 by a family member. It changed me from a strong, resilient, confident child to a very angry, hate-filled, self-destructive child, teenager, and young adult.
I understand that you demanded an apology from your abuser, did you?
I did. I wanted to let go of that anger and hatred and move forward and be able to forgive. And so this family member, I ended up corresponding for 7 months in letters with him until I got that apology. And it was...
Did he acknowledge having abused you, having done that to you?
Yes, he did. And it was this letter that finally allowed me to come out of darkness and decide I wanted to be a face and voice on this silent epidemic. We teach kids tornado drills, fire drills, bus drills. We teach them nothing on sexual abuse.
I know.
And that's why I went after a law in the state of Illinois and just recently got it passed by the Senate called Erin's Law. It's a law that will demand education.
Good for you. Today, 3 years later, Erin's Law isn't just in the state of Illinois. It's been passed in 7 other states. But Erin's dream is that one day it will become a national law. She sent us this update from her home near Chicago.
Today, here we are 3 years later, and I've gotten Erin's Law passed in 8 states, and currently it's being introduced in 19 more. The law could have saved me as a child, and it's the reason why I'm so passionate about it. Erin's Law requires age-appropriate sexual abuse curriculum, preschool through 12th grade, teaching kids safe touch, unsafe touch, informing kids on how to speak up and tell if you're being sexually abused. Don't keep this a secret. I didn't realize that this was going to involve standing on Carnegie Hall in front of 3,000 people accepting an award. So literally, I'm shaking President Obama's hand, and I said, President Obama, my name is Erin. I've gotten a law passed that requires sexual abuse prevention in schools. And my mission is all 50 states. This is not the last time you and I are gonna meet. And he goes, that's the attitude to have. Forgiving my perpetrators allowed me to finally focus on an even more difficult area in my life, and that's trusting men. After going through one relationship after another where I was constantly being haunted by my past, I found David, believe it or not, and we got married in August of 2013. I was married just 6 weeks and found out I'm pregnant. And I'm super excited. I want my children to know that they can come to me with anything. I don't want them to feel that they have to keep secrets the way I kept secrets as a child. In 5 years, I hope we have half the country that have passed this law. If not, the entire country. I'll be 95 years old and still pushing for this law. I'm not stopping.
Coming up.